Hey Playmakers, welcome to today's episode on the Playmaker podcast. Today we're going to talk about social media management and some tips that I have on how to do that with healthy boundaries. So, you know how social media works. You know that the goal of Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all the things, TikTok, definitely TikTok. Sorry, I don't use TikTok. I have the app downloaded, but I don't use it. I don't ever get on it. I couldn't tell you the last time I opened it on my phone. But the goal of those platforms is to keep you in their platform as long as possible, right? That's why it's hard to add links to your Instagram and stuff, because they don't want you to go off their platform. They want to keep you on there. If you've seen the Netflix show or movie documentary, The Social Dilemma, it's kind of crazy. And it really made me kind of question, how much should I be giving these apps, and should I even have them at all? So I want to start this by saying social media is a tool. It is an awesome tool that can help us connect with our loved ones, with friends, with old classmates, former teammates, new friends, whatever. It's an awesome tool, but all tools can be used for evil if we let ourselves get there. Same thing with money, same thing with other resources. It doesn't matter. It's all about the posture of your heart and how you use it. So, social media in and of itself is not a bad thing. The way that we choose to use it can be if we're not careful. So, let's talk about how to use social media with healthy boundaries. The first thing that I would say is to be present. Be where your feet are. If you are at work, be at work. If you're at dinner with your friends, be at dinner with your friends. If you are spending time with your family, be fully present wherever you are, because it's one of the most disrespectful things. And I'm sure that you can relate to this when I am with someone who they have my undivided attention, but I don't have theirs, because there's a cell phone, a device that is taking more of their attention, that is saying to me, this device is more important than you are. And that's not a good feeling. And so I'm really intentional. Now, I'm not perfect by any means, but I'm really intentional that when I'm with someone, my phone is down. And my phone, this is like my portable office, basically. There is so much that happens on this thing. And if I am not intentional to put it down and leave it alone, I can get distracted with a million other things that are calling and begging for my attention, with email, socials, texts, calls, whatever. So I'm really intentional. Put it down and leave it alone. Be where your feet are. So let's break it down and talk about what that practically looks like to be fully present. First thing is, when someone texts you, you decide when to text them back. Nothing is urgent. You decide when to answer a text, a Snapchat, a DM, Facebook message, whatever. And it doesn't have to be at that moment. They can wait. It'll be okay. Second thing is, take a photo and put your phone away, right? You don't have to post in real time. In fact, I would encourage not to ever post in real time, not with stories, not with an actual post. What's the purpose of a picture? It's to capture a memory, right? So take a picture, capture the moment, capture the memory, and put it away. I promise you, I'm not the person to go to a coffee shop and take a picture of my latte and then do all these cool designs and text and all these edits on it, add music, whatever, to make this beautiful story that'll take several minutes before I actually engage with my latte. Why? Because it'll get cold, and I don't want my latte to get cold. No. So take the picture and put your phone away. Capture the memory and be present. The second thing I would say is to add a 20-minute rule with posting. Okay, now hear me out. This is what I mean by that. When you're about to create a post, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, look around, see where you're at, your surroundings. Is there anyone that is more important than your phone at that time? Like anything that you need to be fully engaged in? If the answer is no, then go ahead. Post a picture, do the caption, do whatever, and give yourself 20 minutes to be social. Social media is a good thing. It's a fantastic way to be social. Post it, engage in your post with the comments, reply back, like the comments, whatever, put it on your story, whatever. Give yourself a 20-minute time span to be on your phone. After that, put your phone down. It's going to keep doing its thing, and you can go back to being present with whoever you are, wherever you're at. Right? So avoid posting during a moment when you can be making a memory. I'm going to say that again. Avoid posting during a moment when you could be making a memory. Be where your feet are. Never post in real time. Your latte will get cold. No one wants a cold latte. And then the third tip I would give you is to set boundaries. Okay? Have a nighttime routine. Typically, medical practice, this is what the ideal timeline is to put your phone down and not have any screen time an hour before you go to bed. Studies have shown that you will sleep so much better if there is no screen in front of your face for an hour before you sleep. So try a new nighttime routine, whether it's just time catching up and talking with someone that you love, that you live with, or reading a book, or journaling, something that is beneficial to help your mind unwind, that's going to also help you rest well. So then you will be your best self the next day, because a good night's rest means that you're going to be practicing your best and giving your best self the next day, right? So set boundaries. When do you stop responding to text? When do you stop looking at social media? Really think about what and who is really important to you and make that a priority, okay? Schedule your priorities. Don't prioritize your schedule. If your priorities are a good sleep and a good nighttime routine and good, healthy boundaries with being present and fully in that moment, then set boundaries to make sure that you are able to do that and do it well. People will respect your boundaries when you set them. For me, I don't typically respond to texts after 10 o'clock, and I rarely will send a message after 10 o'clock unless we're like really, really close, because that part of that's just a business rule that I learned from my parents of just 10 o'clock is like kind of that, no, this is officially like bedtime, family time, whatever. I don't know what yours is, but think about that and set boundaries. So let's recap. First thing is to be fully present. Be where your feet are. Second thing is never, ever post in real time. Do the 20-minute rule with posting. Post something, be there in social for 20 minutes, and then put it down. And the last thing is to set boundaries, and people will respect them typically when you set them. So I want to give you permission to be private as well. Privacy is something that we give away way too freely. It's okay to hold some memories just for yourself. You know, we've heard like, if you don't post it, it didn't happen. Yes, it did. It totally happened, and it mattered even more and was more meaningful because you were there, you were fully present. So, in a world that is trying to grab our attention and take our focus away from the moment that we're in, I'm going to encourage you to be a playmaker, make some changes, and you run social media. Don't let it run you. All right? You can do it. Remember, the goal is not to be perfect, it's to be better. Give yourself grace. Go do something to get 1% better today. I'll see you next time.